The fact that it's Valentine's and everyone is celebrating Valentine's does not mean you have to celebrate Valentine's Day. It's not biblical. It's not. It's not your ticket to hell or to heaven. It's not even your ticket to be loved or not to be loved. It's not a qualification for a good relationship. People around you being loved isikupatie pressure and you start hiring a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I by the way,
kuna watu wanaanza kupost, wanapost hadi mikono.
It's easier to say no when you have a strong yes burning from inside. Which means when you have convictions, when you allow your heart to meditate on why you're doing what you're doing, then it becomes easier to push away pressure.
Yes.
Don't make up with an ex. Because Valentine's is around the corner. It's a mistake.
Statistics say that in ile time watu wanapeana gift wafai kupeana. If you don't get it, forget about it. So there are those people who view that this is the time for me to make sure that I give someone that I love, you know myself. I give
my body
myself
as a living sacrifice.
Yes. In other words, you're going out there and you feel like, you know what? I think I should give you a sex gift. Let us do this, babe.
Do you know how much I value you
in this Valentine's? Okay, for those who are married, it is okay. In fact, it is better.
Yes. For those who are married,
yeah.
If you really value that thing of, it's Valentine's, let's do something. Hata mnaweza fast kidogo
yeah.
Kutoka saa hii alafu katambe hiyo siku.
Pearl Radio, the home of fresh and classic hits.
Yes, karibu sana Ann, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Israel, kusukumana tu na maisha.
How have you been? We missed you last week. Watu walikuwa wananiuliza Ann alienda wapi?
Hebu hata nikumbuke mimi mwenyewe nilikuwa nimeenda wapi. Nimekumbuka. But I was fine. Yeah. Important point. Yes. Of importance is that I was fine and I also missed being on the show. Yes.
Karibu sana.
Yo.
Maybe for those who don't know you, maybe you can just reintroduce yourself.
So, Mimi, I am called Ann Muitiriri. Wife to Muitiriri himself. Born again woman of age ... with 3 beautiful children, all girls. Yeah, enthusiastic about godly relationships and marriages.
Awesome.
Yep.
Karibu sana. Now, love is in the air. Kwa
sababu ya Valentine's.
Love is in there kwa sababu ya Valentine's. And I know many people are, preparing for many other things. Sijuma dinner surprise. So what's your plan for Valentine's?
Mimi. You mean what's his plan for me for Valentine's? Tunaweza muuliza baby.
Wacha tunapigia Mr. Fred.
I can give you his number. But that's on a light note. Honestly, I don't believe in Valentine's is for girls. Love is not for girls only. Yeah. So I know out here wanaume tumepewa pressure.
Yeah.
And there's the legit complaint that Valentine's is for girls. Then you have Women's Day car seater in the year. Then even Men's Day we took it.
Yeah, actually Men's Day is in the same day with World Toilets Day.
Yeah, so we ignore the men and then we take the toilets. Then Father's Day, we decide we are the ones who made you fathers and we carry the bigger burden. So let's celebrate all the mothers who caused these people to be fathers. So actually, it's legit. So some people don't even celebrate Valentine's. True. But in case you do, I don't really think it's just for the girl. If it's a day to celebrate love and it's love between us two, then let's celebrate love.
Yeah,
unpopular opinion though.
Okay. That is awesome. But even as we dive into this, Valentine's is that day we get to. Actually, especially is on 14th. Yes, 14th of this month. But the whole of this month has been dedicated to Valentine's, just to celebrate your love. But for me, personally believe that you need to celebrate this person every single day. You don't have to wait until Valentine's. But kuna watu wanasema, mimi special days, for me special days. But even as you get to that, this Valentine's, and even all the upcoming Valentine's, what are some of the things? Let's start because we're talking about the do's and the don'ts. Let's talk about, we'll be actually navigating through all of them, but let us talk about the do's. What are some of the things that we ought to do?
First of all, decide what you want with your life with regards to love. That's a do. And I'm saying this because when we had this conversation off air just before, so I'm linking it with that the fact that it's Valentine's and everyone is celebrating Valentine's does not mean you have to celebrate Valentine's Day. It's not biblical. It's not your ticket to hell or to heaven. It's not even your ticket to be loved or not to be loved. It's not a qualification for a good relationship. So it is okay to set aside Valentine's Day to celebrate love. I mean, it is okay to celebrate love whichever day. Some of us, like for me and my husband, you'll be surprised. Sometimes we awesomely celebrate the anniversary of the day we met, like 11th January. That's not what. It's not when we got married. It's not what when we got engaged. The day we met. So it's okay to have that commemoration of love, that special day of love.
Yeah.
But it's okay to decide, to be sure of what you want. And I say this because what if you don't care for Valentine's Day? Why are you making the world make you care for Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Why are you making us Murima people who are selling flowers all over the streets make you care for Valentine's Day if you didn't care for it, right? So it's knowing what you want for your love life with regards to commemoration and special days, and agreeing with your person.
Yeah.
So we're also going to talk about sacrifice. But the first step I have said is know what you want, so that now as you plan and as you think about it, you have quite a clear mind. It's not a mind fogged with you know when you don't value something from inside, Israel, it will show and it will come out and you'll get frustrated along the way.
Very true. Because
for you it's not haikubambi for true. Like it's not in you. You're just doing it out of the pressure. So you're not really sure what to do with it. Everything you're doing, you're just Googling, what to do for Valentine's. And it's not really that you had proper intrinsic motivation,
Yeah.
So it's very important to actually, first of all, decide if you care for Valentine's Day or if you don't. Yeah.
Wow. That is very, very important. Which brings me even to this question, because when we talk about Valentine's, you've just mentioned that knowing what you want and knowing everything, but it is very, very a tricky point actually for the singles. So mimi niko single. Mi naona watu wakipelekwa out. Naona watu sijui wamebaiwa nini, and especially they post on WhatsApp, on IG. Alafu kuna mimi, mimi nako those people who have teddy bears, those who have, huge duvet. But sasa mimi niko single. So this Valentine's, what am I supposed to do?
Si hata siku zingine si wengine tutakuwa tukipendwa na umekaa tu. Okay, that's savage. Let me be a nice Christian.
Yeah.
By the way, tufanya kazi sana hiyo siku, like be very busy. Luckily, this year it's a weekday. So it's one of those good years when you can actually keep yourself busy at work, right? But then, I mean, it's like in all other scenarios of love, Israel, that people around you being loved is kupatia pressure and you start hiring a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I by the way,
kuna watu wanaanza kupost, wanapost hadi mikono.
Please. And people even buy flowers for themselves.
Yeah.
And then, like, uko kwa ofisi, Israel. Una order flowers. Afu unasema ziandikwe jina yako and from, then you put a name over there.
I've seen someone doing
and then they get delivered to the office. Just so that your peers can also see that even you we are leaving no one behind. If you're behind, it's okay. It's not the queue to heaven. Relax. So, but imagine it's fine not to get all that. It's understandable that we will give you a lot of pressure. For those of us, by me, I think if you are a person of being given pressure, me, then I give you pressure every day. Because me, I don't wait for Valentine's. Me celebrate love every day. If it's on social media, I feel like saying something nice about my husband, I'll say it. I feel like so these people of yatima wa mapenzi, mnafanya tusikie wa yatima wa mapenzi, zoea, but don't take that pressure to make you. It's okay to admire.
Yeah.
It's okay to desire to get to the place where you're also receiving that kind of love. But don't let it get to you to the extent where it starts to dictate what you're starting to do. Like now send yourself flowers or start. This was going to be a don't make up with an ex. Because Valentine's is around the corner. It's a mistake. So don't let this envy, sometimes it's even just jealousy.
True.
Because unafeel vibaya juu watu wanapendwa. Imagine just be happy for them and desire and let God know the desire of your heart is one day utapokea flowers or whatever it is that you want to pokea for those of us who are not the flower type. Just desire and admire, but don't let it become the envy or the jealousy. Don't become consumed. There are certain instances in the Bible that talk of consumed, and I have come to think of that word consumed. And it has dawned on me that consumed means it covers you. And so I realize when like jealousy or envy consumes you, that is all you are full of. And so it clouds your thinking. That's why you see when people, for example, when we complain about our politicians, it's because they're consumed with greed. You get?
Yeah.
So when they are consumed with certain desires or certain feelings, that's all they are full of. And so when you're thinking, tuafikiri, they can't think because their mind is full of that desire for money and richness and whatever. So when you're consumed by envy, now the envy directs how you think, and that's how you start now to send yourself flowers, to buy yourself teddy bears, to giggle in the office. You send yourself a message on WhatsApp and then you go, oh my god. Na kuna mtu amekutumia message, you start making up with exes because do not be consumed with envy. Just admire and desire from afar. And remember, those single. Really, by the way, if you're single, it's a time to start reminding yourself in preparation for that day, because we will give you pressure.
Yes.
Start reminding yourself, why am I single?
Why am I single?
I'm single because maybe I'm going through a heartbreak and I need to heal.
Yes.
And I know I need to heal. And no amount of pressure will make me start rushing my healing process to accept this guy that I have been looking at and thinking it's not the right time for have a relationship right now. You know, why am I single? I'm single because I haven't found the right person.
Yes.
And when you allow these things to sink, these things that you know make sense to sink, then you will be able to resist the pressure. There's a saying, I remember the original author, but I remember a friend of mine called Ann Kagiri. She quoted it in her book.
Hannah what?
Ann Kagiri.
Okay.
Yanaweza kuwa ni cousin yako?
Maybe. We are very
few.
We are very few.
Hapana, Kagiri ni mingi.
No.
Kiuye hapana.
Tuko few actually.
Really?
Yeah.
By the way, mko wengi. We will investigate. Yeah, so Ann Kagiri quoted this in a book of hers, Shaping Destinies, that it's easier to say no when you have a strong yes burning from inside. Which means when you have convictions, when you allow your heart to meditate on why you're doing what you're doing, then it becomes easier to push away pressure.
Yes.
But when you don't have, why am I single? Why am I waiting? Why am I in this state? Why would I rather wait? because I want the right person. If you don't meditate upon those things, it will be very easy for you to be crumbled by the pressure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and talking about pressure also, there's a point I want to bring along is there are those people who, you know, they throw a pity party. Like kunaanza sasa kujihurumia. Una feel like kwani mimi ni nini sinanga. You know, foundation nimejenga, nimeweka mawe kokoto. Yeah, like so these people who find themselves in this, you know, because I think there's a lot of societal pressure like you've mentioned. But this through, you know, pity party unaanza tu kujifikiria hapo.
Something of kwani jihurumia na sisi hatukuhurumii. Afu you realize tungekuwa tunakuhurumia tungekupea pressure.
Yeah.
But now maua tunabeba kwa street, social media tunaandika how wonderful, how lovely this woman has been in my life, this man has been in my life. So you throwing a pity party will not make us pity you. We already know there are single people out there.
Yeah.
So if we were to pity them, we would not have done all this. So you do realize it's not like we have much pity for you. And I'm speaking for many. And it's not in a bad way. I mean, we are in different seasons of life. So if you do not have the self-confidence to appreciate your season, the world will be cruel to you and you will crumble. Because yani, ebu just ongea na God. God is the only one who for sure he's on your side.
Yeah.
God is the one who for sure can give you thoughts to console you, to strengthen you against the pressure. Binadamu kidogo, kwanza social media, people will even help you pity party na huko nyuma wako like we ma message huko umeona vile ameandika huko wawanika break up na ule boy.
Yeah.
You know, you never know really who's on your side. It's okay to have, you know, a few friends that you can talk about with these things. But I don't believe a pity party is the way to go. It sorts out, well, nothing. And especially on social media, sorry to say, I find it a little off sometimes when someone celebrates love and what you come with is totally off the point. You come to seek pity, and it's not like you're really relating to what this person is saying. Saa zingine you just look at somebody's post and you look at a comment and you're like, wow. If party pooping was a person, this would be it. Like, why are you coming to force people to pity you when they are here celebrating love, when they are here celebrating,
and then you make them feel guilty,
and then you
like
make someone feel like
they should not post, maybe ati feel vibaya, wacha ni mhide kwanza kwa hii status.
No, it's not right, imagine. Cause how many things do we come across that we don't know? Si basi watu waache kuendesha Land Rover kwa barabara, because mi utamani sana kupata Land Rover Israel Kagiri na sijawahi pata. They make me feel really bad on the road.
Yeah.
People should stop talking with their Land Rovers on the road. Because me feel bad, you know.
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
So we can't keep guilt tripping each other just because we're in different seasons of life and we have different things. And someone did not come at you for being single. They just celebrated their love, the nice season that they are in. If they're in a different season tomorrow, shindwe wewe if you laugh at them. Because why that means you were not happy for them when they were in the nice season.
Yes.
And laughing at them will not make you jump into the right season. Season yako ngoje iende vile inaenda, furahia wengine, wahurumie, you know, like just let everyone be in their own season. Yeah.
Tuache hii mambo kuwa na kamati ya roho nyingine nye si mzuri. Ni
chafu tu, sema tu, kamati ya roho chafu. Si wanajitokezanga huko mpaka karibu wa form nini? Ministry.
Ubaka wamefungua magroup sijui single and what single. Now, let us even jump to these people who are also, of course, wako na mtu. There is pressure for going for, you know, either a date, a vacation, especially. Kwanza hii mwezi usipofanyia mtu ile kitu, you know, but so there is a lot of pressure. And some of them are, okay, they're doing this not only because of love, but also they want to prove a point. Babe, I want to show you how much I love you. And so how do we navigate through this?
Na si mbaya. It is not bad.
Yes.
It is not bad to go on a date. It is not bad to do nice things.
Yeah.
It's the month of love. Hakuna mtu amesema hiyo ni mbaya. Lakini kuna pale kwa dues, consider budget yako. Pale kwa dues pia kuna, okay, I wish tungefanya hii show basi last year hivi ndo nikuambie penda hata before. Ndio isikue ati wewe ni yani umenifanya yatima wa mapenzi na niko na wewe. Alafu hiyo siku ndio unataka come home with roses anga sijui na ndoo. Hapana bana, hapana. If I take that, it's either I'm just really struggling for our relationship or ama hata mimi sijijui, you know. Because usually I need to know that you do care about me. You're not trying to be ritualistic. It's not at because it's Valentine's, that's when you love me. If Valentine's Day or any other day that's special for love is just really to heighten, to spice up. But what are you spicing up? Unajua uwezi pika roiko alafu sande ukuje kuongeza chakula baadaye. You know? Lazima kulikuwa na chakula na ilikuwa na ladha kiasi. Ndio ukaongeza roiko. So ile roiko sasa ni Valentine's. So uwezi sema ati wewe hata haupikangi nothing. Alafu ile siku karoiko ndani ya sufuria chup tukule roiko na nini? You know, it needs to find a environment to spice up, you know, so that there's a meal you're spicing up. So let there be love. Let there be love. And what you're doing is just you're heightening it that day. Heightening, you know, emotions and feelings and commemorating and probably creating a place for discussing, you know, those intimate things about the two of you, about your relationship. But there has to be love before, honestly. So don't be the kind of person who appears and disappears. On Valentine's Day, you come, you crown me with love, you shower me with gifts that day. Then wengine hata hiyo jioni you go out with your boys and forget about me. Si wewe umetimiza. It's like you're ticking a box.
Yes.
Please don't tick a box with me. I'm a human being. You know? So let's not tick boxes, right? Be really, really lovely. And yes, so like I said, you know what you want, but then you also know what your partner wants.
Yes.
So part of navigating this pressure to do certain amazing things on Valentine's Day can be karibu niseme mitigated. Nimetoka wa shop fulani. Mitigation measures. Okay, you can handle this pressure also by knowing what your partner also wants, what your partner likes, and actually taking a compromise if you need to. For example, you may not care for Valentine's Day. Like I've had men say, Mimi, Valentine's usinipatie pressure, Mimi. Me, I don't know about those things. Okay, but what if your girl really, really does value Valentine's Day?
Na wala wanaenda men's conference.
Yeah, I understand. The pressure can be a lot. The pressure can really crease. Hey, it can crease until you leave it there creasing.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, the pressure can be a lot, but I prefer open communication.
Yes.
I mean, find out what your girl really wants. But the girl also, and I've said this before, please know what you want also.
Yes.
So that when someone does something for you, you are genuinely happy. Please don't waste somebody's money, hard-earned money, on flowers that are costing an arm and a leg, and you don't even know what to do with those flowers. The only thing you know what to do with those flowers is take pictures and post on social media.
Yeah.
That's not what flowers were originally for.
Yeah.
The only other thing you know is to carry them around, carry them home, then say you're not married. So you're not with this guy tonight, but unazibeba nyumbani, unazibwaga hapo kwa kiti ama kwa meza. By tomorrow they've withered. manze aki you know. And there are people, like I was telling you, I know people who know the value of flowers. Okay, not really know the value of flowers, because flowers nazo this is a beauty is in the eyes of the beholder issue.
Yeah.
But they love flowers genuinely. Na huyo ni mtu ukimpatia maua, they will even take care of the flowers. They will put them in a vase and put water in the vase and so on and so forth. But if you don't even know flowers zinafaa kufanya mtu afilaje, akisiwachane tu nazo. Imagine, just go back to yourself and decide what you really like in this world. Maybe for you it's not even something material. Maybe it's just quality time. Maybe for you, love for you really means sitting somewhere with someone and looking at each other in the eyes, and taking a cup of coffee, just discussing what do you want for life. Can we maybe for you it's just sitting down and imagining the future with someone.
Yes.
Maybe that's what really makes you happy. Imagine if that's what makes you happy. Don't take our pressure ya maua.
Yeah.
Tutakuwa na pressure huku nje, you know. And for the men, because they are the ones on the receiving end a lot, honestly, just go hold an open conversation with your lady and ask them, really, what does love mean to you? What is it that I can do for you and you feel really loved? And then now use that to craft something for Valentine's Day. But if you're doing guesswork huku nje, mi utaniletea vitu hata labda sipendi, and then you'll feel bad that I didn't appreciate.
Yeah.
At least try to, hata kama utauma nje si nje sana, ni mali unaweza okota. Whatever that means. Like si nje sana ile irredeemable, you know. So try to get as good a clue as possible of what. And I'm imagining if you're in a relationship, you won't be starting from very far off with this conversation. Because what have you been talking about with someone if you don't really know their love language? You don't know what they love, you don't know what they like. Yeah.
Wow. And also I think that is very insightful. And also, even as we focus on the love birds, the do's and the don'ts, especially the don'ts. You know, in this season, actually, statistics say that in ile time watu wanapeana gift wafai kupeana. If you don't get it, forget about it.
Now, I could have gotten it, but I don't want to imagine that what I'm getting is what I'm saying.
But let me explain this.
Okay.
So there are those people who view that this is the time for me to make sure that I give someone that I love, you know
myself
I give
my body
myself
as a living sacrifice.
Yes, in other words, you're going out there and you feel like, you know what, I think I should give you a sex gift. Let us do this, babe.
Ndio you how much I value you
in this Valentine's. Okay, for those who are married, it is okay. In fact, it is better.
Yes. For those who are married,
if
you really value that thing of, it's Valentine's, let's do something, hata mnaweza fast kidogo kutoka saa hii alafu katambe hiyo siku. Just to celebrate the lay of love. Those are just tips for married people if you want to use that to celebrate. For the singles,
and even for those who are dating and are not married.
Single, I meant not married. Nilikuwa natumia ile template ya makaratasi za gavana za bank.
By the way,
which box are you ticking?
If you're not
married, single, divorced, widowed.
Yeah, there is not like hakuna
dating. Hiyo ndo template nilikuwa natumia. So for those who are not married, dear children of God, fornication on Valentine's is the same as fornication on Labor Day, is the same as fornication on Christmas Day. Fornication is fornication. Hakuna kitu inabadilisha. And this is where we go back to, what are your values? Your values go beyond us celebrating Valentine's. Your values go beyond pressure. Your values go beyond your own feelings. Because remember, the Bible says about living a Christ-like life and being led of the Spirit, you crucify. You know,
Yes.
your body, you put it under control. And Christ-like is in accordance to his word. And his word is where you don't fornicate. So, it means also controlling your own feelings, because your values are aligned to the word of God, and that does not change. Your feelings can change. You can feel like takataka after that day.
True.
You can feel girls, you could just be ovulating, crying out loud, and so your body is on fire. Tomorrow you will not be ovulating, you will not be feeling like that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that could be changing. You could just be madly in love, and these are all things that pass away.
Yeah.
Including the person you're madly in love with, or the feeling of love. But the word of God, that one does not change. That one will not be changed by any circumstance. And that's why I'm saying fornication on Valentine's Day is the same as fornication on Madaraka Day. Labor Day is the same as fornication on 1st January or 2nd January. Is the same as fornication on Christmas Day. So put your values first. If you're giving that as a gift, sorry to say, it is a sign of kutojijua. It means you don't really know what you stand for.
Yeah.
Yani, you cannot be in this era and saying that you're giving sex for a gift
Yes.
to someone when you have considered, when you know, when you're a Christian that does believe that fornication is a sin.
Yeah.
Not in this era of information. We are done with the times when we were being threatened by a guy that if you don't give me, I don't think you love me. Give you what? It's not even anything to give you.
Yeah.
See, tulia uolewe nikwambie, it's not that you are giving, even you are taking.
True.
It's both of you that are enjoying this thing. But then we were brainwashed to think, oh, now the man is the one who needs this thing, so please give it to him so that you show him you love him. And if someone is telling you that, it's not you they love, it's that thing they want.
Yeah.
Eh?
That is a bit true. Yeah, so I think thank you so much for shedding light on that. Don't go to the bedroom without going through the altar.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
My parting shot, love is about you, it's not about the society.
Wow.
Yeah, because especially for Valentine's, we really need to keep that in mind, that it's about you. So please mind how you feel, mind how your partner feels, mind less about what society describes and defines as a celebration of love, and mind what you think and feel is a celebration of love. Yeah.
Awesome. I cannot add anything to that. Thank you so much for coming through.
96.9 FM, Pearl Radio.